One of the things you'll notice when you watch Mutant on a Mission is that I love good gym equipment. I've seen the evolution of it over the last 3 decades. A lot of gimmicks come and gone along the way.
Limited tension that will make your muscles cry.
One of the more exciting things in recent years are machines that deal directly with dynamic loading and the strength curve. You've seen me use this stuff at Quad's Gym and at the Bailey's Warehouse. So now you get to see how it's made. Come with me inside Prime Fitness to see how they manufacture their world-class patented line.
From the hills of beautiful Northwest Pennsylvania, this is Mutant on a Mission. Hey Mutant Nation, we are at the manufacturing facility for Prime Fitness. We're gonna go in and see how some of the best equipment in the world is made, so come with me. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Ron?
Jared?
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
man.
good to meet you too,
Welcome
man.
to the manufacturing
Yeah.
facility.
You've got some of the best equipment in the world. I've trained on it a lot. Every bodybuilder who's trained on it loves it. It's in some of our videos already. So now you contacted us
Right.
to maybe get involved because you saw some of our videos. So we're really excited to be here and see how you guys make this stuff.
We'll start up here with where we do all of our laser cutting
okay.
on some of our different pieces.
Okay.
This here is one of 3 Bystronic lasers that we have, and this is kind of our gateway center, right? This is where we do all of our starting processes and start to really sculpt and form the sheet metal pieces. So what we'll see here is he's going to go ahead and cut some of the weight shields for our Evolution line.
How hot would that be?
Hot.
I mean, that laser would go right through my body
put
in
it
a
this
split
way,
second.
we can cut minimally up to, or as thick as we can really go, where it's recommended to go is 1-inch thick plate, and it cuts it like butter.
The company that makes those lasers is the same company that makes the lasers that they put on the sharks.
I have one simple request, and that is to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
And what do you got back here? Just welding booths?
Yeah, back here, anywhere that you see a red curtain throughout the entire facility is a weld booth. So we've got essentially 19 weld stations, manual weld stations in this facility. We do MIG, we do TIG, we do stick welding. So
your stuff, one of the things that you were very proud of is that your stuff is not only manufactured here, but handmade.
correct.
Right. So
Right.
it's like welded by guys who put a lot of their
A lot of passion
Yeah,
and
yeah.
training and effort goes into it, and really, welding's a form of art, right?
Yeah.
And we've got a great group of guys here at the building. They take great pride in the product.
I know how welders are. They'll look at other people's welds and they'll rub their finger over it and they'll be like, nah.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's
right?
all
It's all
right.
right. It's all right. Yeah.
I grew up with some of those guys.
Gotcha. Sometimes you just can't replace, a guy there bending parts. And if we throw a curveball or a challenge to these guys, and where some of the manufacturer or equipment companies say it just can't be done, that's like a challenge to our guys.
Right.
They want to figure it out. So here we've got just manual press brakes. We've got 2 of them here in this
We'll
facility.
walk over here. So
And
they're
then-
rolling sheets through
And
here.
then this is, actually the weight shields we just saw get cut, we'll actually feed them through these rolls just to put that nice curvature or radius on them, give them that nice
Right,
look.
so they'll bring them over here and shape them.
Yep,
Okay.
start forming them and shaping them.
Okay, cool. When you give your engineer, I mean, there's only so many body parts.
Right.
So when he comes up with a new idea, is a lot of his new ideas just trying to make the stuff you already make better?
That's
Like,
a big part of it. Yeah, he's always working to do what he can to improve the pieces, because we never feel totally content with anything, right?
Right.
There's always area for improvement, and that's what he seeks out to do. Or he's a big strength curve guy, right? Because we base our company around innovation.
Yeah.
So he's always finding different ways to manipulate the strength curves and just kind of mix things up.
For me, my first introduction to the strength curve and what it means was basically when I first saw powerlifters using chains.
Right.
And then you started to realize,
You're shifting the load.
dynamic loading into the stronger part of the rep, and so I mean, obviously that would have helped you guys a lot now that more athletes have that knowledge.
Yep.
So you've got the cam and the torque arm.
You got it.
And so is there anything else, like, do you have any new ideas coming in the future?
We've got some new things in the pipeline that we're working on right now. Obviously out there with the patent attorneys and different things now. Right. Stay tuned, there'll be some cool stuff coming out.
I mean, you can't just tell me on camera what your ideas are?
Not yet.
It was really cool to see a company in northwestern Pennsylvania, booming like this, because that area has been hit pretty hard. And just looking around, there's a lot of warehouses and factories that were closed, and there was a lot of businesses that were vacant on the main street and stuff. And then there was Prime, this fabrication company that was making Prime, and they're doing business all around the world and they're growing. So it was just really good to see.
This is our robotic weld cell. Gives us the ability to go ahead and fix your parts on both sides of the machine. So that's probably the most challenging part when it gets into robotics, is coming up with the dynamic fixturing to be able to do things and do them properly.
Right.
But we can weld on both sides of this piece. As you can see, the divider in the middle pops up.
Right.
Allows us to go ahead and weld parts on this side. Whenever it's done, the curtain will drop. It'll flip to the other side, start welding those, and we can unload the parts.
That's okay for me to look at?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't stare too hard at it.
You don't need the tinted ones?
If we step off to the side, you can get behind where there's actually tint in the glass.
Right.
Want to head up to the paint line next?
Let's go see some paint. Now we're starting to get recognizable.
Now you can see the shape, right?
It's interesting because it's just so much different than old school spray painting.
As soon as it gets cured and comes out, then it'll actually have the true color and shine. Yeah, everything we do is made to order.
So you don't just manufacture equipment in mass.
No.
So if somebody wants a leg extension, they call you and you make them a leg extension.
That's it. Yep, that's it.
Right on.
So you saw the sheet metal aspect, cutting the shields, moving on to some of the welding of the parts, and then as they start to take shape for weld and paint, prior to going up to assembly.
And so then the next stop is your next warehouse, which is like a few blocks away.
Right.
And we're going to head over there and we're going to see
the assembly side of
the assembly side. Okay, so come along with us. We're going to make a little trip.
So this is going to be the back entrance to the assembly plant up here.
So, come on in. So all the pieces that we saw made just come straight here.
Yep, all the welded pieces, powder coated pieces. This is where they all eventually add up. And then we've got a series of different sub-assembly booths and final assembly booths set up. They're gonna do a lot of the seat adjustments back here, do all of our cam assembly back here, as well as some up there. You'll see some units that are just in process that came up from paint here that they're just gonna pull into some of the different assembly cells. We've got different parts that are just used across a variety of machines that we hold on the shelf, make it easier for those guys to go ahead and pull and then start some of their different assembly processes. So we've got them working on a couple of different machines here. This one appears to be like the inner outer thigh. We'll start with the weight stacks and do some of the different sub-assemblies on those pieces and then get into the exercise frames and then go ahead and marry it all up and slap the upholstery on it, and then they'll do final inspections.
This cam looks so big by itself.
It does.
Like when it's not on the machine. So this is the big hybrid cam then?
That is the big hybrid cam.
Wow. So this stuff's almost ready?
Yes, this stuff is almost ready. Because we've got so many pieces going through right now, where we've got the staging area on the other side, it looks like we've got some spillover here for some units that are partially assembled and or getting ready to be inspected. This stuff is all ready to go. If you see a green tag, it's good. Red tags means that we found something out of alignment maybe and have to make some adjustments. But anything with a green tag is good to go to the customer.
I'm excited to train on the pieces because, like I said, I've used the shoulder stuff at Warehouse.
Yep.
I've used the leg curl and the extension on my own just in my travels at other gyms, but I've never used any of your chest equipment. So I'm looking forward to going and hammering out chest.
There's plenty of chest equipment down there, so we'll get a good one in.
Okay, so Jared and I are gonna go hit chest at the showroom.
You got it.
Man, we got a lot of stops on this visit. Normally it's just one. You can tell me where to put my plates and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
So you wanna hit it up?
Let's do it.
Okay, me and Jared are gonna do chest and some triceps. We're gonna have some fun. Keep up. So we did some warm-ups on the incline, the converging incline press here. We had 2 plates on the bottom, and we added 2 plates in the middle for this set. I got no clue how heavy this is gonna feel, but it feels good. Pecs are pumped already. You said no one's really trained in here before.
You guys are the first, man. This is essentially what we're calling our grand opening. Being here with Ron and the team from Mutant, they are the first group of people outside of our staff to run through a workout in this showroom facility.
So now, can you spot me on this? Do you crawl in there, or what do you do?
Yeah, what I'll do, the easiest way, because it's awkward to spot from the front, if you have somebody to the back, they can actually just push down on the counterweights.
Ah, okay, yeah.
It'll get easier, it'll get easier at the top.
I got it.
Good.
One more.
Yep.
Good. You had to spot on a couple?
Just the last 2, man.
Oh, okay,
you were
cool.
good. You were good.
Because it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if you're spotting because it does get easier.
Gets easier,
so,
right?
Yeah. Good. Push. Drive. Yep. There we go.
Good.
Let's go hit a flat press.
You got it.
A lot of times with machines like this, you'll have a handle for both sides of your chest with the plate loaded, but the whole arm will actually be operating off one side. So what happens is you wind up getting a bent machine, but they've got everything running centered. Both arms are getting an equal amount of pull.
Yep.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, give me a couple.
Yep.
Good.
Good.
It's good. Another one deep. Then up. There we go. One more. Up. Squeeze. Good. Slow. Good. I can tell you went to a hypertrophy camp because as you press, you're not letting your shoulders come up.
Trying to keep them depressed.
You see a lot of guys on chest machines pressing like this because they're using their front delts, but you're keeping your scapula down and retracted. And I can see it when you press, you're doing that.
Trying to drive those elbows, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Still all you, man. Good.
One more.
Good. It's gonna get easier, Ron. It's gonna get easier. Good.
There we go. Whew. Let's go hit the pec deck.
All right, sounds good. Still Ron.
Good. Okay, move that cam.
Go, Ron. Good.
Oh, good. Okay, let's try one more.
Good.
Okay, one.
Yep. Go. Good.
Get it back up for one more.
Yep.
That was perfect.
Good set?
Yeah, it worked good because I was able to complete reps on all 3 settings, you know? Because you don't know, like with weight, it's a guessing game, right?
Yep.
So if you guys see how I was able to complete reps, I actually touched my hands on all 3 cam changes with the same amount of weight, hitting failure 3 times in 1 set. So that's what I call an all-out set. It's the only ones that count.
That's right. Gotcha.
Feel the stretch. Let's go again. Yeah, let's go again. Squeezing. Nice. One more. Squeezing. There we go. Okay, good. Good. Slow. Squeeze. Okay. One more. Squeeze. Okay, now slow. Slow back. Elbows back. Feel the chest. Stretch it out. Chest up. Good. You guys, there's a lot you can do. A lot you can do with just changing the strength curve, utilizing angles. You gotta think more than just sets and reps. We're gonna go over here and use the crossover machine. We're gonna use these fancy handles these guys got going on.
You got it.
So these handles here, they're called the Prime Rotate handles. So they're made for a real natural grip. What else you got to say about them? I don't know what your exact ergonomically correct.
Ergonomically correct. That's a good word. I like it.
Okay.
Gives you the ability to rotate within the hand instead of being fixed.
Right.
And then it really eliminates a lot of the grip strength because of the open grip on it.
Right, right.
Go wrong. Good.
So I use a lot of partials because I train alone. So partials are like something I do a lot of if I have to. Do another one.
More.
Yep. Squeeze. Right in. Hug that tree. Squeeze. Get narrow. Good. Good effort. So let's do a couple sets of tries. We'll wrap it up. So
again, for you, we've got the seat adjustments, thigh pad adjustments, and then also here, depending on the size of the individual, that's about as wide as they go there. And then they obviously can get more and more narrow, depending on which route you want to go. So.
Right, I like narrow for triceps, so I'll put it in the middle. Works. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm doing chest, so like a wider.
Yep.
Cool. Once again, for the 1000th time, I'm training with a guy who's a better tan than me. Fucking everywhere I go.
Sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Everywhere I go, I'm the whitest guy. Right to the hard part, right into the groove. Right into it. All the way. Good. 5?
Yep, let's go to 5, man.
Let's go hit a set on this extension. So first set on this is going to be really extension focused. It's getting really tough right there when I lock out. Oh, shit, that was tough. That felt good. Right through, right through, right through, right through. There you go. Squeezing, squeezing. There we go. Good. Short and sweet. 100% prime workout.
That was good. Did we find our prime?
Yeah, found our prime.
Good.
You gotta hashtag that.
That's right.
So, Jared, thanks a lot for everything, man.
Our pleasure, man.
Yeah, it was great to come down and have a completely different workout on equipment I've never used before. You know, not a single piece we did today I've ever used before. So that was something that, you know, is always a plus for me after so many years of banging away. But you know, Mutant on a mission. We've taken you guys to some of the most hardcore gyms in the world, some of the most famous gyms in the world, some of the biggest hole-in-the-wall gyms in the world, and now we're showing you some of the best equipment manufacturers in the world. And this is Prime Fitness. They've been incredible to us. They've treated us fantastic. We saw how they hand make everything right here in the US of A. Is that how Americans say it? US of A?
That's it.
That's raw enough for you. From where am I?
Franklin, Pennsylvania, the Prime Showroom.
There we go. Franklin, Pennsylvania, the Prime Showroom. This has been the Prime Fitness Special Edition Equipment Manufacturing, Mutant on a Mission. I'm Big Ron, this is Jared. Say goodbye.
Thanks.
We're out. Make sure you got that auto tan button. There you go.
Turns out the company that makes those lasers is the same company that makes the lasers that they put on the sharks.